Maura Tierney. Good morning. Nice to see you.
Nice to see
How
you.
are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I understand you really enjoyed doing this movie because it was nice to get a break from the intensity of the ER.
Yeah. I mean, it was really, I was wanting to try to do something a little bit lighter and funnier, and I was really happy to get the opportunity. Plus to work with Ray and Jean, who are, you know, hilarious. They're both really, I mean, everybody knows Ray's funny, and Jean is just really funny.
He is. He told us, I think Al interviewed him, and he said that he got a lot of comedy tips from watching Ray Romano, but you believe he's funny in his own right, just to begin with?
I mean, I believe that, you know, he got tips from Ray, but I just think that it's surprising how funny Jean is. He just sort of got it and ran with it, and it's hilarious.
What was, I mean, obviously you played the girlfriend of Ray Romano. What do you think he was like as a romantic lead? Because people don't necessarily see him that way, right?
No, they don't. I don't think he necessarily sees him that way. But he's great in this film. He's really great. I mean, you totally, I think, buy it. And by us as a couple, I think it works. But, you know, he's crazy. He's crazier than me. One of the craziest people I've ever met.
In fact, I read that you said he was even crazier than Jim Carrey. You worked with him in Liar, Liar. How so? I mean, can you give me an example of how crazy he was?
I mean, I wanted actually to bring in this. I saved some of his phone messages that he leaves on my cell phone because they really entertain me. And I was going to maybe play one here, but I thought,
should have.
But then I thought Ray would get mad at me. But there's this one of the highlights on my reel of his on my phone is him calling me, and he's on the 405 in traffic, and he said he's starting to talk about the movie, and then he just veers off and he goes, you know, this is the problem with being a neurotic celebrity. The tires in the car in front of me, the air is very low. And I want to tell the driver that the air is low, but then I'll pull up and I'll say, hey, there's no air in your tires. And they'll say, you're Ray Romano. What do you care? You're neurotic. And then if I don't tell him, then what if his tire blows out? Now that's on my head. If this guy has an accident, these are some of the things I struggle with. And that's not a joke. That's really...
You need a time limit on that answering machine, right?
Yes.
So obviously you had a lot of fun working with him. And also we should mention Marcia Gay Harden, who's such a terrific actress. Tell me a little bit about Sally. She's a vet. She's kind of a tough, no-nonsense girl, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, tell me more about her.
That's correct.
Yes, Katie.
Yes, Katie. That my character really has been in a relationship with Ray for 6 years and wants to take it to another level and get more committed, and he's afraid of that. And I sort of start using, I go to extremes to kind of force him to face our situation. Right.
So the ex-president, who was played by Gene Hackman, moves to Mooseport, and he has a little thing for Sally.
He has a little thing for Sally.
He asks her out, and she decides, you know, hey, why not? Because I'm not making any strides with this loser I've been dating for 6 years. No, this lovable loser. Here's a scene.
He's the ex-president of the United States, which is also compelling.
And power is quite an aphrodisiac.
That took so many tries for me to get it in his face.
It did?
Yes, it was
so
so
like
embarrassing.
A slingshot?
Yes, and it was like, oh, take 27, just try to hit him in the face with the underwear. I'm not very coordinated.
Well, I think you did a good job. Tell me about ER. Are you still enjoying that?
Yeah, I'm having a great, I mean, my character has changed a lot this season. They've sort of cleaned up my act personally. I'm not kind of quite as in turmoil as I have been in the past years.
Right.
And my character was a nurse, and I'm now in med school, which I don't believe they've done. You know, it's been on for 10 years, and this is the first time they've done that with a character.
And I think she's really resonating with a lot of people because people are rooting for her.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's a real underdog character, and it's nice that she has a little bit of victory.
Well, obviously, a lot of people have loved your work on ER, and I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing you, and welcome to Mooseport. You're going to be doing ER for 2 more years, right?
2 more years, yeah.
All right. Well, Maura, good to see you.